Hey, everybody. We are going to be continue working on this page. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. Might have to think about that for a second. I have finished the rocks on this side. So we're going to do these and then start moving to the ones over here. Got our little mossy rocks. I'm going to start with this pear green. And now with these being closer to the water, I'm going to do way more moss on them. And I'm working in the new Bobbie Goods Summer Break book. I'm going to go ahead and do these right here as well. And my goal is I want to try and make all the rocks look a little different with the placement of the moss. Hey, Shadow. How are you? I hope you're having a great weekend. What you been drawing lately? Okay, I started it, and guess what? Guess what? Okay, so I told y'all there's a lot of pieces, and there's a lot of bolts and screws and all that. Well, the first bolts I needed, the bag was empty. The bag was empty. They didn't put them in there. So then I went to this, we have like a little small local hardware store. And I was like, okay, well, let me go see. Because I didn't feel like trying to get in touch with the people and do a refund, blah, 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 blah. So I went to the small hardware store, and I needed 24. And they only had 7. And I was like, you're kidding me. I got the 7. And then I'm going to see if we have any in the shop. But otherwise, I'm going to have to go somewhere else and get some, or see about trying to see if they'll send me some. But I'm so aggravated. I'm like, I can't get this together. But I'm for real. Let me show you. This is the piece. Look at all these pieces. And there's more over here. And there's more in the box that hasn't been taken out. Hey, Steph. Thank you for the heart me. And so I'm just aggravated that they left those out. And it's weird because so the bag is in these small little squares that are all hooked together. This particular square was ripped. And I thought, okay, well, maybe they fell out inside the box. Nope, they're not there at all. They just didn't put them in there. So frustrating. And they're literally the second step. So I can't even move on, which I've gotten 7, but I just lost the motivation to do it because I was aggravated. No, it's not. Oh, Shadow, I see you said you were doing anime. What's your anime? That's why it says 2 hours on there, because you're going to spend 30 minutes to an hour trying to hunt down the missing bolts and shopping for them. But that's my luck, y'all. I don't mean to be negative, but it's like if something's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. I'm so used to crazy stuff happening like that most of the time I don't even get mad anymore, because I just I go in expecting the worst, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. But I'm just so excited. I want my desk put together. Okay, we got this base layer down for the moss. All right, the ultimate goal is it's going to end up looking like these beautiful things over here. So the process is going to be a little ugly. But just hang in there. Look, just talking about it's got my eye twitching. Hey, how are you? Crystal in the house. Thank you for the heart, me. I was just ranting about my desk that I've been wanting to put together. I finally got all the pieces out, opened it up, decided to start it, and they left out 24 bolts that I need. So that's aggravating. Yes. Yes, girl. Step 2. I needed those bolts. I was so aggravated. Well, we didn't finish the picture, but we did get pretty much everything done except for the acrylic that we're gonna start next week. But I'll show it to you. This is how far we got. So we basically did everything except for doing the Spanish moss on the tree. So we'll do that next week. But it looks good. I love it so much. Yeah, well, actually, I have a local hardware store right across from my house. And I went there and they had some, but they only had 7. Oh my gosh, Peaches, my dog is in heat and I need to get that fixed, but I have not done it yet. But anyway, she is being so clingy. Hold on, I gotta let her in. I literally just let her out and she's like, nope, I'm ready to come in. Give me 1 second. Tasha, thank you for the follow. Just ignore all that. That's the desk pieces falling all over the place that my Peaches knocked over. Thank you. I appreciate that. The actual desk in pieces now. Not yet because I was just going to try because I didn't want to wait. So I was just going to try and find some first. And then if not, that's going to be my last resort. Yes. Well, what I'm using right now is alcohol markers. Some of this that I did over here is acrylic. No. No. Mm-mm. But I was hoping that I would have it this weekend, and it doesn't look like it's going to be. Maybe if we can find the rest of some bolts, but I just got aggravated. Hey. How are you, Ambert? Well, Tasha, I do a lot of tutorial type coloring on here, so you're in the right place. Mondays, we do beginner-friendly tutorials, and then on Thursday, I do a color along. Look, yeah. I'm telling you, Crystal, I'm telling you. And honestly, it's weird because like I said, the bag looks open. It was like ripped open. So I'm like, did someone steal my bolts or was it a return and someone didn't put the bolts back in? Like, y'all, it's really aggravating me. Um, but look, y'all know I'm a hot mess, so watching me build something, mm-mm. One time I tried to put a grill together, and I got some pieces early on in the building process backwards, and I didn't find out till I was almost done. So I had to take it all the way apart, and re-put it back together. I know, the nerve. And I got the ADHD, so I already don't like looking at directions. So I don't like reading the directions. I'll just try and wing it sometimes. Now, this is too serious to be, it's got too much going on. I wouldn't even know where to start. I know, and I'll tell you what, the manuals have gotten worse and worse over time. I'm like, where's the words at? I need this broken down in toddler-esque style, okay? You can't just show me a picture. And some don't eat, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but just the guides for these things. Sometimes I have to go look up a video online because I'm like, I got to do what? Thanks for the "you're awesome," Pat. Too many steps. I know, it's so weird. I don't know. How about expired the first time I had like a big project thing I had to put together? I don't remember what it was, but I just remember the directions was all pictures and no words, and it was a very complicated thing. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? And sometimes, Crystal, it is in a different language. I'll get instructions that are in like Chinese, and I'm just like, where's the English? I know. And if I wasn't so daggum impatient, I would reach out to the company and be like, hello, I'm missing my bolts. Well, and to be fair, I did go look because I got it from the Zon, of course. And I went and looked, and I was like, is there a way I could just message the person and just say, hey, can you just send me these missing bolts? And again, I just glanced at it. So I'm going to have to go on the website, oh Lord, on my laptop and actually look instead of the app, because through the app, it was only wanting me to return or replace. And I'm like, well, I don't really need to return or replace the whole thing. I just need the bolts. And so I was like, that's it. I'm just going to go find some on my own. I'm hard-headed. Yes, overnight it, please. And, okay, I saw a price on Walmart. It was so much cheaper. But my local hardware store, they wanted $1. It was like $1.29 per bolt. And I needed 24. And I was like, dang, that's why someone stole them. They're about to resell them bolts. But at the Wally, they're way, 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 way cheaper. It was just because it's like this local mom and pop place, because I live out in the sticks. Look, and that's another thing. They were not stuck to, there was no styrofoam, and this is why I think it was a return. And they resent it to me. So you know what? I probably do just need to put it back in the box and just send it off. But y'all don't ever see my desk besides the top, so it's not a big deal. But they didn't have no foam pieces, and all the boards were supposed to come in this light plastic, and some of the boards were not. So they were all like, parts of it were dinged up, and not like, I think I could probably take a cloth and wipe it down, but yeah, I'm just really aggravated. And the right thing to do is probably just flip and return it, but it's huge, and I don't feel like dealing with that. Y'all, gosh. I almost was like, let me just pay someone to come put it together. Because I'm about to do all this. I know, and it was not cheap. It was not cheap. I saved up. I nickel and dime and saved up for me a nice like L-shaped desk to where I could have my markers to the side. It was not cheap. And then they're going to send me a half-used desk. And if the bolts are missing, I didn't even go through and check. I guess I probably should do that before I put it halfway together. I didn't even go through and check were all the boards and stuff here. Now that I think about it, another reason why I didn't want to go through all of it is it already took like 2 weeks to get here. It took so long to get here. And so I'm like, man. It probably is, Crystal. I probably done got your refurbished desk. Hey, Nasia. That's okay. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Oh, the same seller. I thought you were saying you returned it. It probably is. It probably is. I would expect something like that from something cheap. But like I said, this was not cheap. I spent a heavy penny on it. And that's why I'm even more aggravated. Y'all. Yes, Patricia. I think I'm going to do that. Because I didn't really think about that till now. Because I knew the plastic was missing, but again, I just thought like, okay, bad, quality check stuff. And then now that the bolts are missing, now I'm putting 2 to 2 together and I'm like, wait a minute. I got a used desk. Look, I was still laughing about that this morning too. That was so funny. It really wasn't, but it was so funny. But I figured out what happened. You remember when all that stuff fell and I was just like, ah. Well, that's when it hit my camera. And I didn't notice until I looked over. Oh man, the foolery. Y'all, there's never a dull moment. Let me tell you, I am feeling better though. I told y'all like I was not feeling the best yesterday. I had a headache, like my diet changes, all that whatnot. Well, let me tell you what I did this morning. And this ain't something I do. Like this ain't just like, oh, this is how I do this all the time because I don't pay attention. No. I have a Keurig and I started my coffee pot without the cup underneath it. Y'all, that was how I started my morning. Happy Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to make it sometimes, y'all. Hey, Buttercup. Thank you, Marker Mama. Exactly. I couldn't believe it. Right out the bed. And the thing is, okay, I already told y'all I've been pretty much off my ADHD meds for a while because I felt it's a long story. We thought it was making this psoriasis stuff worse whatever. Well, I still have some. So every once in a while when I just need to be really productive or focused, I'll take it. And so I took it today because I'm like, okay, I want to get my desk done and all this stuff. Mason has to go to camp, got to get him packed, just all the things. So now my brain's ready to go and do stuff and get things done. So I can't even just go and take a nap because I got to get stuff done. Normally I just go take a nap and just forget about it all. Just sleep. Here, hold on. I have the codes. Now, this is only the codes for what I've planned. I don't have the whole page planned out yet. But also, when I'm finished with all of it, I will post it in the disco for those of you in the disco. But if you can see that, screenshot that. Also, this is blue acrylic, but I hadn't picked the color yet because I need to see what's going to match when I finish the waterfall. You're welcome. It does. It does. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go on live and just color, and it'll make me feel better. So I didn't mean to start this whole thing off complaining, but I just had to share that with y'all. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's actually a band camp. It's not through his high school though. It's called Sounds of the South, and it can be for anybody in band or wants to come learn instruments, but this is his 3rd year. This will be his last year. And he goes to a local college and they stay in the dorms all week, and he enjoys it. Like obviously, he's a little nervous because he's still in a cast. So he's actually supposed to get his cast off Thursday when he comes home. But I gotta see. I don't know if that's gonna work. But anyways, so he's a little nervous about getting around. But his roommate is his best friend, and so he's gonna help him a little bit. And I told him to just go try. And if he's just absolutely having a hard time and he wants to come home, that I would come get him. But I had reached out to the director, and they said that they've had kids in boots and cast, and they are fine, and that they actually have a vehicle that comes around and picks up the staff because the campus is kind of large. So they said they could do that for him too. Trombone. He plays trombone. So, of course, he has, like, a huge instrument. And he's got a scooter, but carrying it around, he does put it on the front of his scooter and kind of scoot around a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he makes it. I told him I didn't mind coming in. But I hated to totally skip it because it's his last year. They only do 6th through 8th grade. Yes, the first year he went, it was the end of his 6th grade year, and I just knew, y'all, as much of a hot mess as I am, he's got the ADHD too, and so I just knew, I was like, he's not going to survive, because they basically give him a schedule, and then you're on your own, you better be here at this time, good luck, and I was really surprised he made it. He did make it. Now, one day, I think this was actually his 2nd year, but he called and he was like, well, I learned a lesson. He said, I stayed up too late and then I overslept and missed breakfast. And I'm like, well, guess he won't do it again. So, I mean, natural consequences. It's been really good for him. And that's another reason why I don't want him to miss it, because it's really good for him. Hey, Nicole. Hey. How are you? I'm doing okay. I tell you what, now that all this rain has moved out, it is hot, hot, hot. I do not like the humidity. It's not even the heat that gets to me. I hate how humid it is. Yes. Ugh, I can't stand it. Yes. Ew. Yes. And then and then I wear glasses. So going from inside and outside is a hot mess. And, uh, you're the sweaty and the sticky and the just, ugh. Okay, we're gonna add our one of our last darker colors, and we'll start blending. I do have one more dark color, but I think I want to use that towards the very end. Is how I did it over there. Crystal, there is a new documentary on Netflix. Motherly Instincts. Have you watched that one yet? It's so cray cray. So good. Okay, I'll give you the cliff notes. Without spoiling it. A girl woman. Okay, she's a woman. She kind of is like a pathological like liar slash like wants things to be wrong with her for attention, like Munchausen syndrome. Well, she fakes this pregnancy. I'm trying to see like how can I tell you without giving you away too much, but she fakes this pregnancy with her new spouse, or I don't even think they had gotten married yet. And literally the whole 9 months, past 9 months, girl. Well, of course, she don't have a baby coming out of there because she's not pregnant. So she has to find a baby. And needless to say, it ends up in schmurder. So it's wild. So sad. So sad. And just evil. I know. Watch it immediately. I think it's just one episode long. Like, it's just one, like, it's not like a series. I don't think. I can't even remember. Yeah, it's so odd because, ugh, and so preventable and just unnecessary. Unnecessary. I know. I know. Oh, shoot, Pat. I'm sorry. It may be my connection, maybe in and out. No, I don't have that, but I need to get it. I want to get that and the Hulu, because don't they have a combo? Oh, okay, it's Disney. Okay, I'm gonna take the oyster gray, that lightest gray, and kind of blend all this in. And then also I'm gonna blend in a little bit, go in and add some dark, blend that in, and then our ultimate look will look like this. We'll add our acrylic and stuff on top. So you can see how this mess turns into art. I'm also gonna use a little bit of that pear green as well. Blend into these rocks. This moss. Yes. Oh, actually, hold on. We'll do it this way so we can keep the quality. Also, if you're into, the Gypsy Rose case, there's I don't know what his name is, but there's a guy on here who does interviews, and all I saw was, it was called We Need to Talk. He just did like a 11 or 12 part series with Gypsy Rose, and it was actually really, 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 really good. And she pretty much walks him through her whole life and everything. So go look it up. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll send it to you. I can't remember what his name is, but I know at the bottom, I think he calls his podcast, or whatever you want to call it, We Need to Talk. Yes, I'm blending with the lightest color with the detail side. And I did that with the green, and I'm going to do that with the gray as well. And I like it with the detail inside, because you can just, one, it releases a lot less ink, so you won't have as much run out of the lines, but also you get a little bit more friction to blend that out. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this dark. Sammy, thank you for the follow. Good. I'm so excited to finish and just have the whole complete thing. And I'm excited to see everybody else's completed. I probably don't even really have to blend this out all the way, because really my goal is, you can probably see up here, I wanted some of the moss to be stipply from the acrylic, but then I wanted some to look like it was kind of running down the rock. And so I guess some of this top is going to get covered up. But Erica, thank you for the follow. Oh, look, not me abandoning a rock. Because I lost focus of it. Look, I don't like y'all zoomed in like this, Crystal. Y'all see, y'all gonna see my crusty, dusty fingernails. Well, at least I haven't been eating Doritos today. Those are the days. I try not to eat. Well, I don't have any at the house right now. I'm trying to eat better. But I'm like, if I know I'm about to stream, I'm like, whoop, don't eat no Doritos. Because I have some crusty fingernails. Fingertips. Yeah, you know, okay, so I don't mind hot fries, but that's about as far as I get with like the hot chips. Like, I'm not a big fan of Takis. Well, I'm not a fan at all of Takis or hot Cheetos, but it's the texture of I like the texture of the hot fries. Like, I'd rather have the chili. Like, I think they have like chili flavor ones. Because I'm just not a huge spice fan. I mean, I would eat it. Like, when we do crawfish boils and stuff, like, I'll eat it because I love crawfish. But it's not, I don't like the spice. I always try to stick with the first batch or two because after that, it just gets spicier. Oh, that does sound good. That's what we do with the hot fries, Crystal. Flavor to the art. I like that. Okay. Ooh. I don't even have y'all up on the trash can and I'm still knocking y'all over. Okay, I'm not going to worry about blending this out too much because we're going to cover a lot of that with acrylics. My main focus is going to be this green into the gray. Amber, welcome back. When do you come back home? Tomorrow. This is very tedious. Sorry. But it's so cute in the end. And I'm really, 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 really excited for this waterfall. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Because sometimes I worry, like, on live, doing so much detailed stuff sometimes, that it gets boring if I'm doing something that's very repetitive or takes a long time. But then I try to look at it through the lens of me, like, I like to watch that stuff. So I'll watch other artists who do their detailed work, and it doesn't bother me. So I don't know why I worry. Because I'm always, if it's not someone's cup of tea, then just move on, I guess. Oh, and I know I've been dual streaming, but if you went to my YTube, I did not dual stream because I got all this building stuff everywhere over here, and then I just didn't have space for my laptop. So it's just you guys today. Amber. Oh, mama. You're taking me out. Hey, girl, and they're still there. You're right. They are still here. I do have support on today, though, because I went to the hardware store, but they still there, girl. This back has to have some rest. It's my boulder holders. I just love that we created a safe space for all that. No joke, girl. And I just think, I'm like, man, wow, who came up with this? Someone came up with this. There was a time where we didn't have to wear these blasted things. Aw. Right, I'm trying to give it away. And I know, like, some of it is a little bit of my weight, but I've always had this, even, like, when I was younger and smaller. And so it's just a genetic, I guess. And I'm just like, take them away. I've always, like, talked about getting a reduction my whole life. Patricia, I don't got much of that. It's like one or the other. Peaches, calm your moody self down. I just knew she was probably about to be in heat because she has been so all over the place. Every time, I don't know if this is normal because my other female dog that I had, we got her fixed pretty early. But this one, I just haven't had the time to do it, or haven't taken the time to do it. But she is so clingy and so barking at every little noise. And don't get me wrong, she'll bark every once in a while. But it just got really bad. And so I already knew. I was like, oh, gosh, I got to get her fixed. We ain't about to have no baby Peaches. I know, isn't it funny? We always want, like, what we don't have. You know, if you got the top, you don't want it. You want the bottom. If you got the bottom, you don't want it. You want the top. I mean, not always, but, and like with hair, if you have straight hair, you want curly hair. If you got curly hair, you want straight hair. Again, not always, but, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yes. I hope this waterfall. Okay, so y'all know if you were here the other day, yeah, Crystal, right? Yes, and I feel like no matter how good you are, there's someone always better. And so even if you're talented, you're always looking at someone else like, man, like Bruno. Oh my gosh, I watch him all the time and I'm like, dude, I want to be like you. And so I just think like you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Oh, I was saying, okay, speaking of that, I haven't done a waterfall before, and I've got the colors marked down, and I've got a good idea of how I want to do it. I'm thinking, okay, the waterfall is going to be a whole lot of blues and like just a smidge of blue-green, but then when we get down to the pool area, I want it to be real tropical water, so to kind of match the tropicalness. So I was going to do a little bit of blue, more green, and then fade out into blue. I hope that looks good. I don't know. Just to break up so where there's like I wanted a little difference between the waterfall and the pool. Well, for this page, it's just been my idea, but it depends on the page. Sometimes I look up inspiration. Sometimes I just play around with colors on my own. Now, I did look up videos of waterfalls just to see like techniques that work good, but the colors I played around with on my own. But then you think about the sunflower page, and that kind of was, I used a palette from Grizel. So it just depends. It depends on what it is. And a lot of times I try to plan before I get on here so that things flow smoothly. But some things I don't do until, like some things I feel like I can't do until I get certain parts done. Like the flower, There are so many colors I'm going to be using in this. So until I get to the end and I start doing the flowers, I don't really know what color I want to do that, you know, or, you know, depending on the greenery, how I get, you know, how I want to do the bushes versus the leaves. So some of it is built as I go as well. Yeah, now if I do a simple page, like every once in a while I'll pull out a book and do something really easy and simple just on my own. Y'all have seen some of it. Sometimes I don't pre-plan that if I know there's not going to be a lot of detailing. And I'll just sit down and start just going and color in the moment, I guess. But when I'm working on a detailed piece like this, I definitely want a little bit of planning involved to help minimize the time, you know, planning on live for sure, but also like mistakes or just making sure everything's cohesive. I'm definitely not one. I haven't been doing this long enough to be able to just whip palettes out. So it really takes me a good bit sometimes to figure out. And I'm getting a little better with certain things like greens I use a lot of. So I'm getting a little faster with that. But planning the colors and the palettes can take me a little bit. And I'm very particular too. So I want it just so. I love it. I love it. I think the pages are so cute. And honestly, when I saw it online, I thought it was cute. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like in person, like online didn't do it justice, in my opinion. Seeing it online did not. I like this one better than the on the job one. And I feel like there's more pages in this that I'm inspired to color. Good afternoon. Thank you for the heart me and the Go Pops. Little mama, welcome in. We are working on the Bobbie Goods Summer Break, the Tropical Waterfall page. Just slowly making our way through these boulders. I'm glad you were able to get one, Crystal, because Bobbie Goods just posted, was it yesterday or the day before, that they sold out. I mean, I know she'll restock, but okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm really excited how these rocks are turning out because I was worried. I feel like I say that a lot about when I do things on here. Like, I don't trust the process sometimes. Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't realize that. Hang on. Wobbling around. Oh, forgot the... Oh, we reached the end, finally. Okay, now I had drawn these rocks in. So I'm going to take a fine liner, a black, well, it is a fine liner, but it's a size 8. And I'm going to outline my rocks that I drew. And these were Bobbie's rocks. These are going to be my rocks. I just don't like to use this before because the alcohol markers will disrupt the ink and smear it. Okay, now we're going to go in with the acrylics. I did label them on our palette sheet for when I put them in the Discord for you. I'm going to start with this lighter shade and then go a little darker. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. And I'm moving around so that gives that time to dry. before we put our next color down, or they'll kind of merge and become big blobs. Thank you for the taps. I'm trying to, what is this right here? Did I do that as another rock? No, I have not been to Hawaii, but I want to go. These rocks look a little darker. I may have to go in with a darker marker, and I just realized that. Hey, Barbara. Thank you for the heart, Minnie. Sending you love and lots of prayers. Oh, yay. I'm glad it's going to be there today, though. That's exciting. I wonder if it was delayed from all this weather that's been going on. Yeah. Oh, shoot. All right, and I want to make sure I got the rocks done before the waterfall. Even though, okay, so the first thing I wanted to color was the waterfall, but another part of my planning is trying to think of what objects might have to overlap and making sure I don't do the wrong order. I did that a lot when I first started, coloring in the wrong order. And then, so for instance, when I do the waterfall, I'm going to have a lot of acrylic going on. There's going to be overflow, splashes, all of that. And so if I have the rocks done first, now I can do that over the rocks, if that makes sense, instead of trying and work around the waterfall when I do the rocks. So that's something too to think of. And I try to think of it in layers and what's the furthest back and work forward. Obviously I did a character first here because I was excited, and there really isn't anything in the way of the character here, but when you're looking at the rocks and the waterfall, you want to keep that kind of stuff in mind, what things might need to overlap. And then also I didn't have acrylics that match perfectly, which not that big of a deal, but if you notice, the acrylic over here is not the same color. So I actually took some of the colors from here and went over them a little bit. So I'll show you that. You can always go over your acrylic with an alcohol marker, but if you have a large area, then you may need to be careful because it can disturb and pick up and move around the alcohol or the acrylic. But something like this with dots, where I'm just going to be dotting over it, it's not going to make a big deal. But also, like water-based acrylic markers get disturbed a little less as well. So, or at least that's what I've noticed. So let's do that. I'm going to take this pear green and tone down some of that. And then we'll go in with our darker shade. I just thought that light green was just a little too bright over here. Thank you, Barbara, for the taps. And I guess I forgot to do these because that still looks really bright right here too. Did anyone watch Jade Summers live today? Did y'all see the mermaid that Griselle did? It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then the final thing I want to do is add just a little bit of white. Little, you know, some moss has little white flowers in it. It wasn't it, Barbara? I'm so glad you got to see it. It was so pretty. I love the colors she chose and the hair. Oh yeah, no worries. I figured someone in there would enjoy it because it was just so different and beautiful, and she is just so inspiring to me. Thank you, Barbara, for the crowns. But Pat, I was creeping in on the Wooks today too. Oh, let me get you a sticker. Okay, what we got here? What we got here? Oh, here we go, Barbara. When life gets tangled, take a breath and stretch it out. You've got this. I know it was. Look, the hair. I loved how she did the hair, where she had faded it into the orange. Yes, I thought so. It made me think of you. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some little dots here and there, just in these little bunches. And then later, I won't do it now because, like I said, it's just so repetitive. I'll go in and use a little darker and darken these up. I guess I did, instead of using the lightest shade, I think I used the second lightest shade. And so they don't match. And not like a super big deal, but it's going to bother me. It's going to bother me. Okay, our rocks are complete. Yes, she does every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 12 to 3 Central, 1 to 4 Eastern. She's on Eastern time, so she'll say 1 to 4, but I think you're Central time, Barbara, are you? So it would be 12 to 3. Okay. Let me put some of these greens away, and then we'll transition to the waterfall. Yeah, they substituted it. I had the multi-pack, but they substituted it. I know, isn't that crazy? And you know what's weird too, Barbara, is every once in a while I'll get a notification, but it'll be hours after that person went live, and I'll know because I went to their live, and then I'll get the notification after they're done, and I'm just like, what? That is so weird. It is. It makes me cackle sometimes. I'm going to leave this one out because I'm probably going to need it later for the rocks. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I'm excited. I hope y'all are as excited as I am. All right, just in case you wanted this is the colors. Now, not specifically in the order I'll be using them because they kind of got mixed up when I was doing. I'm not paying attention, but we're going to stick with more blues for the waterfall, and then for the pool, we're going to transition into some greens, and that way we have a little bit difference of the waterfall and the pool area. But I'll make sure once I finish this entire palette, I'll upload it in our Discord. I made a new channel for palette, so you can access it whenever. But this is what we'll be using. So I'm going to grab some of those. Well, I already got them out, actually. I just need to put them in my Parker. Okay, so for the waterfall, we're using B03. BG05. I know this is a weird color, this Y611, but it's going to add some like shadowing in it. BG114. B315. Oh, you know what? I need to back that up a little bit. BG24. And I got them out of order. Okay. And then, of course, we'll need a white acrylic and a blue acrylic, but I'll worry about that at the end. Okay, waterfall time. So, first time doing a waterfall, I did look up a couple of videos to kind of get my head around it, but first time, so be easy on me. We are, the idea is we're going to do these layers of blue going up and down and leave a little bit of white, almost kind of like when we do hair. And then we're going to cover the black lines with blue acrylic. And we're going to add some larger white acrylic streaks, kind of blend that in a little bit. And then we're going to take a fine liner and add some of the like splash and whatnot. So here we go. Here we go. And then we see the fall is kind of going this way. So a lot of the angles are going to be kind of slanting this way to keep the shape of that waterfall. Let me get my markers open real quick. I put them in my Parker and did not open them. I do that all the time. Okay, so we're going to start with that frost. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous because I'm sure it'll look okay, but I want it to look more than okay because the rocks and the sunset, it all just looks so good. I don't want to ruin it at the waterfall. Yes, take those notes, Barbara. Now look, I'll upload this as well if you need to ever rewatch it. And I'm going to put the palette in the Discord for you. Okay, I'm back. My bad. And I'm skipping around a little bit, giving time for some of those streaks to dry. Kind of like when we do the wood grain floor and it layers. And I really don't want to go at this as like a teaching thing because I've never done it, but I'm just trying to walk you through my thoughts and ideas. It might end up being a hot mess. Sorry, giving that a little bit of time to dry. And then we're going to go in our next shade, BG05. So you can see instead of going straight down, I'm going in the curve of the waterfall. For Nirvana, there was YouTube. Blondie. Okay, we're going to add in a little bit of that dark sand. This is going to be just some dark shadows. And once we start layering all of this, it's not going to look brown. It'll look like a shadow. Okay, gonna go in with some BG24. This one we're gonna tie in some of that green that we really want down here. Okay, moving into that faded teal. We're gonna darken up some spots here. Okay, if you struggle with adding depth to your picture, you just probably need to add more colors. Okay, I'm going to take this frost and blend it together. Well, I think I want to add a little bit more shadows on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with this. Well, I'm going to start with the brush tip. I feel like I need to I don't know. I feel like I was liking it and now I'm not. I think it'll be fine once we add the, sorry, I do that all the time. I'm like, ooh, I don't like the process. Okay, I think I'm gonna smooth some of this out, and then we're gonna do some of the bottom bubbles first, and then we'll add our acrylic to our waterfall. Okay, I'm gonna cover my black lines. Oh, you know what? I guess I could have done the bubbles below first. It does have a lot of water. You're right. It does. I like coloring water, but I know that it can be tough. It can be for sure. Sorry. I know I said I was gonna leave this alone, but okay. For our foam down here, our little bubbles, we're gonna kind of do it like our bushes, where we're going to. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Or I don't know if bushes or maybe clouds are better to. It's gonna kind of be like clouds. Maybe would be a better description. Ooh. Marcella leveling up in the fan club. And I'm going to use my lightest first and kind of Thank you. And look, we're not even done yet. We got a lot more acrylic work to do. So just y'all hang in there and trust the process. We're going to add more white up here. I should have done this part first before I started on the white. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. Let me get you a sticker. Here we go. All hearts. Thank you so much. Okay, now we can go back to our acrylic. So step 1, covering the black lines. Oh, you know what? That's a rock. I don't want that covered. We'll just have to go back and draw it out. Which I guess I probably could have left it alone because I'm probably going to do a lot of foam right here. I didn't think about that. Oh, well. As we'll see, Cass. Okay, now I'm actually going to be covering this in a blue to kind of match what's going on here. So I was going to use a blue acrylic, but then I think just matching it with one of the alcohol markers will be good enough. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take this BG05 and go over the white. And it looks funky right now, but we're about to add a lot of acrylic, so it's going to be fine. I just Didn't want these black lines all over the place. Oh, I'm going to leave these white. Okay, we're going to take a white acrylic brush and start doing some white strippage down this way. This is the part that I'm nervous about, because this is the part that makes it start really looking like a waterfall, and I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. And I guess I can't be too hard on myself since this is my first time doing one, but I expect it perfect the first time. And I'll go back over these black lines of these trees. I'm not worried about hitting them. All right, I don't like how bright some of it is. This, just disclaimer, this is not a teaching moment. This is experimental. Okay, I'm gonna take my fine liner. And maybe I should use a fine liner, but I was thinking maybe next time I'll try only the fine liner. I was thinking the brush tip would have been better, but all right, this is where we're gonna make like these little splashes. I may need to go in and add a little bit more blue back because I think I covered up too much blue, you guys. Too much blue. And then, I think I want to try doing, we're experimenting at this point. So let's try and do some like little puffies mist on the side. So I'm going to take a little bit of that acrylic on a Q-tip. Kind of like what's going on down here, but a little lighter and on the rocks. I would put it straight on the rocks and then smudge it, but I'm afraid that it's gonna be too much. Oh, maybe not. And then I'm gonna go over and add some, like we got little mist here, but then also add a little bit of these dots. You can see it better over here because these rocks are darker, and I need to go and do the, I should have made those darker first before doing this. I'll do the same thing down here. Is this too much, y'all think? Oh, okay, good. I was like, well, it's the first one. If we mess something up, we'll blame it on the first one. But we're about to experiment all the way out, okay? Okay, we got some mist. And I want to keep some dots. got a little water splashes down. Okay, that looks not that bad from far away. If you look too close, just don't look too close. Now, y'all tell me to leave it alone. Leave it alone. I don't think it's that bad for a first time. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh, thank you, Matt, for the dolphin symphony. Yeah, leave it alone, Moo Moo. Because I will beat it to death, okay? I swear, I will not leave it alone. Oh, it's so cute with the rocks. I love it. And the sunset and the, it's beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I have to pause there because my grocery order got here and I need to put it away. But I will not do the rest of the water without you guys. So I don't know if it will be back on tonight. It's supposed to be movies and markers night, but I may be going out. I'm about to find out. And if I'm not going out, I will be back later and we will do the water on movies and markers or something. But if not, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for all the taps and the love and the support and the gifts. Thank y'all so much. And y'all come hang out with me later, okay? Bye, y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend.